Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barker Stadium, the site of tonight's county matchup between the visiting Man Hillbillies and the homestanding Chapmanville Regional Tigers. Hello again, friends. James Barker alongside Trey Dalton, my broadcast partner for this evening's game. The Man Hillbillies come into tonight's contest with a 7-2 record. Chapmanville with a 4-5 record. Man with the playoff game at home on the line here tonight. Chapmanville with a chance to kind of upset that as well as win the county championship for the second year in a row. Trey, this is a big rivalry game between both clubs as there is no love loss from Man or Chapmanville on either side of this rivalry.
Right, and no matter the records in any type of game like this, it doesn't matter. Records go out the window between rivals. So it's always going to be a good game.
It should be a fun one tonight. Chapmanville gets some of their players back tonight. They're going to have Robert Cook be at the quarterback position tonight, as Cook has led Chapmanville in most of their games this season. Nathan Easterling was the quarterback for the Logan game and the Mingo game last week. And Cook should be back in full capacity from what Coach Zach Belcher has said. Man comes off a thrilling win against Tug Valley, 22-20, as they were able to beat Tug Valley at home and get their record to 7-2. And they're going to fight for a home playoff berth tonight. If they can win, they're pretty much cement themselves into the top 8 of Class Single A. So a lot on the line for both clubs here tonight, and it should be a fun one here from Barker Stadium. Trey and I are going to step aside for a break. You're watching the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Welcome back to Barker Stadium. Again, it's Chapmanville. It's for the county championship here in Logan County, West Virginia tonight, as James Barker and Trey Dalton with you here high atop the press box of Barker Stadium. Trey, I went back. You know, I'm a history guy, so I had to go back and look at the history of this rivalry. When you look at it, Man leads the series 29-16 overall, but since 2000, Chapmanville leads the series 13-9. And actually, you go back to 2006, Chapmanville leads the series 13-3. So this has been a series in the last 16 years that has been dominated by Chapmanville. So much so that Chapmanville County champions in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, as well as in 2014, 15, 16, and 17, and then won again the county championship in 2022. Man, since they started playing again in 2000, all the county teams has only won the county championship twice, 2004 and 2019. I will say to Hillbilly fans, had they played the COVID year, Man would have been county champions in 2020. But if you go all the way back to when they all started playing each other, and there were some times where they didn't, Man does have county championships in 1957, 59, 84, 89, 91, and 1992. So a lot of history here tonight in this county. And a chance for Man to win their first county championship since 2019 and their third one in the renewed series.
I just want to know how long it took you to figure all that out.
That's a lot of math for a guy like me, Trey.
It is. It's
a lot of math. I'll give you more math. Tootie Carter and Coach Preston and then Harvey Arms have been the three coaches since 1969 for Man High School. They've only had three head coaches since 1969. Harvey Arms' first year was in 2002. That was my senior year of high school at Logan High School. I beat Harvey my first and senior his first game.
Stuff.
So I just want to throw that out there. A lot of fun stats there. We're underway here as the corn slice has been made from midfield, as it looks like Man has elected to receive the kick as county championship getting ready to happen here from Barker Stadium. Trey, it's your first broadcast here on the D&D Network. I know, normally I'd say there's a lot of nerves for you, but, being a coach and being a guy that's been around sports shouldn't be a lot of nerves. And, you're used to, watching sports and being disappointed like, being a Bengals fan. So that's probably something we're going to look forward to tonight.
Not as disappointed as you will be Sunday. That's a promise.
Trey and I have been giving each other a hard time this week. The Bills and the Bengals face off Sunday night. Not going to go to that game, Trey. There's no way. You couldn't make me go.
I will be in attendance.
We thank you guys for watching here on the D&D Sports Network. See, Justin Brown even says, sound good, Trey Dalton. Sounds good.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you.
So Man will receive the opening kickoff as Sebastian Carrillo will tee it up for the Tigers. As
Sebastian Carrillo will be kicking for the Tigers. Back deep.
Our PA guy here, J.R. Vance, was very authentic with his senior night pronunciation of Sebastian Carrillo.
JR does well. He does our baseball games, most of our basketball
too. He is the voice of the Tigers. So Carrillo's got it teed off, and it will be Trey Ward and Josh Spriggs back deep for the Man Hillbillies. I would venture a guess they're going to kick it away from Ward. They do. They're going to kick it over towards Spriggs. It'll roll out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, so it'll be up to Coach Arms and the Billies to see if they want to take it at the 35-yard line, and they will do so. So that's where Man will start things off. Their quarterback, Devin Sanders, had a pretty decent game last week as he was able to find Trey Ward twice for 2 touchdowns. Ward scored all 3 touchdowns for the Billies last week. He's the guy to keep your eye on. He's the big play guy for the Man Hillbillies. This is a big offensive line, too. They're anchored by Jadarian Harrison. As Harrison, the 6'7" senior, will be your left tackle here for the Billies tonight. Played football with his dad back in the day. One receiver to the top, wing to the top screen as well. 2 backs in the backfield for Sanders. Sanders gets the snap, the handoff, and nothing doing there as the Tigers bottle up Corey Morgan. As Morgan maybe loses one on the play. So 2nd and 11 for the Hillbillies, and Chapmanville defensively was strong early in the season, ran into a couple teams with some high-powered offenses, and has kind of lost their way on the defensive side here in the last few weeks, but they have a chance to be really good in the box tonight. They're going to fake the jet, now going to swing it over to Morgan. Morgan, a little lateral play there, buries his head and gets across the initial line of scrimmage out to about the 37-yard line. 38 is where they're going to mark him out. And it'll be 3rd and about 7 for the Billies.
3rd and 7. Brings up 3rd and 7 now.
Chapmanville missing 2 key parts on their defense tonight as well. James Stevens and R.J. Jones.
Yeah, both of those individuals out tonight. RJ, I think, was dressed for senior night, but I don't know if we'll see him in action tonight with his hurt ankle. As they'll give it up. No, inside. They're going to keep it with the quarterback there. Chapmanville all over it as Sanders had nowhere to go. Eli Pridemore there again. We have seen him early and often in a lot of games this season, Trey, and Pridemore, one of the better inside backers in the state of West Virginia in Class AA.
He's a football player, that's for sure. He's a hard-nosed kid. Pretty good baseball player as well.
Did a lot of running for you guys last year.
Mm-hmm.
Good on the base pass. So it will be a 3 and out for the Billies as they'll drop Caleb Mullins back to punt as the Billies in punt formation. Snap is back. Kick is away. It's a short kick as a fair catch is called for by Andrew Topping at about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over on their first possession of the game here with 9:53 to go here in the first quarter of play. We'll see what offensively Chapmanville would like to do. As they're going to come out in the spread formation. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 receivers to the bottom as well. Now they'll empty it out with Pridemore in the wing. Adkins in motion. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Gets to the edge. Good move there. Gets to the 50. He's got a chance. 40, and he's pulled down from behind. It's a great play there to start off the game offensively for Chapmanville. It's a gain of about 25-yard jet sweep play, and Chapmanville marching already.
I think the key for Chapmanville tonight is get off to a hot start, do what they do well, which is run the football.
Yeah, most teams that run the ball well like to play with the lead, and that's Chapmanville. When they've had leads in games, they have been able to win those games.
Right.
If you look back at all the wins Chapmanville has had this season, they have had the lead in all those games early in the game. Cook in the gun, 2 receivers to each side as well. Snap, Cook going to roll as he's flushed out of the pocket. Now it will escape it. Gets to the other side. Gets to about the 35 and is pulled out of bounds there at about the 34-yard line. We're not seeing any freeze on our end, Mr. Mounts, so we're in good shape here. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers, 33-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to each side for Chapmanville. Cook in the gun. Gets the snap. They'll give it off to Pridemore there up the middle, able to break 1 tackle and falls forward for a first down. So 2 first downs for Chapmanville. Much different drive to start this game than we saw majority of the game against Mingo Central last week. Chapmanville, again, they fell to Mingo Central, who is a top 8 team in Class AA themselves, as Chapmanville lost 50-6 last week, and Coach Belcher talked to him. He said pretty much burned the game film. We didn't even want to watch it. You know, it was one of those games where we just wanted to get through it and get on the man and see if we can win the county championship. Hand off there to Jeremy Collins. They call him Pearl Jam as he's hit and then moves forward to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. So right now, Trey, Chapmanville ahead of schedule. We've seen a lot of positive runs on first down.
You have 2, 3, 4 yards, 2 or 3 times of that. That's what you want as an offense.
Courtney Sanders says, let's go, Billies, get it together. It's Chapmanville in the I formation here. Double tight end set. Cook under center. Gets it, gives it off to Collins again. Got some room over to the right side, to the 15. Breaks a tackle there, gets to the edge, and it's out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. And Chapmanville inside the red zone now, as they will be marking him out exactly at the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10 for the Tigers, and Chapmanville's in business.
First down.
7:15 to go here in the first quarter of play. Cook under center, double tight to each side. And they'll give it off to Collins again, this time going across the left side. He kind of buries forward, gets gain of 4 on the play. So 2nd and goal from the 6 from the 6-yard line for the Tigers, as they'll make a few substitutions here, as they're a little bit more of a heavy set in for Chapmanville here, as Collins will come out. Good opening drive for Chapmanville. Able to stymie man on their first possession, can take over, and had a lot of positive plays so far for the Tigers as they'll get in this power I set. Power I set leaning to the right. And they'll give it to the fullback, Pridemore, and he is just stopped there. Nothing doing there for Chapmanville. No gain on the play, so you got 3rd and 6 from the 6-yard lines. Trey, right now you're in 4-down territory with, you have Carrillo that can kick from this distance, but Farrell, who does a lot of the extra point and field goal duties, is out still with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, I talked to John today. He said he wasn't going to be able to give it a go today.
Under 6 minutes now to go here in the first quarter. Cook still in the power I. He'll get under center. They'll fake it. Quick boots it. He's got a chance to get in here. Gets a block. Gets into the end zone. Robert Cook, welcome back. Touchdown Tigers as they'll take an early 6-0 lead.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Chapmanville fan tonight.
And a good job there by offensive coordinator Dave Williamson. Really good drive for Chapmanville as they found some identity on that drive and were able to put 6 points on the board. Carrillo is the extra point away from making it a 7-0 lead in favor of Chapmanville. Snap down, kick is up, it is through. 7-0 in favor of the Tigers. Back with more on this LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Back here at Barker Stadium, James Barker and Trey Dalton with you here high atop in the press box. Chapmanville, a 7-0 lead as the run in from Robert Cook from 6 yards out has given the Tigers their first lead in quite some time, as that one is picked up by Josh Spriggs. He's able to make one guy miss, but is tackled there at about the 33-yard line. Man will take over on their second possession of the game right there. This is a Billies team that is predicated on the big play. They get it from a lot of different guys in a lot of different ways. Not only are they explosive on the offensive side of things with Trey Ward, but they have had a multitude of defensive touchdowns this year as well as special teams touchdowns. Ward leading the way with a lot of those, but right now the Billies got to find a way to move the ball. They went 3 and out in their first possession. Receivers to the bottom. They're going to fake. They're going to give the fake end around. They got a man wide open, and Sanders just misses Caleb Mullins. They leaked him out. It was a beautiful call from Coach Arms and John Thomas Keffer, but falls incomplete as Chapmanville lucky there, Trey.
Yeah, you can't miss some big plays like that, especially in these type of games. Got to execute.
Guys, those of you guys watching on the live stream, make sure if you've got the comments up, do not click on those links. You're already watching the game live. No need to click on those links. We appreciate all your comments. We try to get to them during time. Sanders' throw knocked down, batted down at the line of scrimmage, as it looks like Quentin Wagner was able to get his hands up and knock it down. So 3rd and 10 now for the Billies, and in a game where, you know, if you talk to a lot of people, you thought man would kind of lean on this Chapmanville front and be able to run the football. But right now, Chapmanville has been stout defensively. .532 to go here in the first quarter of play. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, tight end and receiver to the bottom. Snap, bobbled around. Sanders racing and flips it. It's picked off. That's an interception. I believe that is Jeremy Collins. Sanders tried to make something out of nothing, and he flipped it. I will say that was a Josh Allen-esque interception, Trey, if you've ever seen one in your life. Just trying to do something, get rid of the football, but Jeremy Collins right there to make the play.
Hopefully I see a few more of them Sunday from Josh Allen.
Yeah, Sanders just kind of ran out of room there and tried to make a play and made an ill-advised decision. And Chapmanville's going to have great field position to try to add to this lead. They'll empty Pridemore out, 2 receivers to each side. Cook in the backfield. They'll give the jet sweep to Austin Adkins. Has a lane, gets to the 30, spun down to about the 28-yard line. So a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. And again, Chapmanville, we said, Trey, they kind of stay on schedule. You want 3 to 4 yards on first down. If you can get more, that's great. You just stay on that schedule with their ball control offense.
Chapmanville can stay away from the negative plays and win the turnover battle. I mean, that's a recipe for, you know, good results.
All right. They're going to have to move Cook out of the game. Not entirely sure what the issue is there. There shouldn't be an official timeout. The play clock has stopped. I'm not entirely sure if there was a timeout on the field or what the issue was. Zach Belcher trying to figure out what the issue was, and now they're going to say Chapmanville has taken a timeout, so we'll do the same. 7-0, Chapmanville leads, 4:50 to go here in the first quarter of play. Back with more on this LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Del Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop.
Back here at Barker Stadium, Nate Easterling in at quarterback as they'll give it off to Collins, and he's swallowed up right there for a loss of 2 or 3 on the play. So now 3rd and 10 for the Tigers as Cook back into the game. I think the reason they made Cook leave, Trey, is excessive eye black, and that's one of those rules of points of emphasis for the officials here. Doesn't really change much in the game, but they have been pretty hard on the kids for excessive eye black this season.
Excessive eye black.
3rd and 10, Cook in the gun. They're going to look to the sideline to try to get a play. 10 seconds on the play clock. Cook looking. 3 to go. Cook gets the snap, drops back, looking down the field, escapes, still looking, has Topping on the sideline. It's a catch. It's not a first down. It'll be close. It'll be 4th and 1 for Chapmanville. I don't know. That's going to be really close. It'll be 4th and inches, if that. And they call it a first down. So it is marked a first down from the White Hat out onto the field. So that's a big pitch and catch for the Tigers. Cook found Topping there on the sideline for a gain of 10. So Topping and Cook connect for the first pass completion of the game for Chapmanville. Gain of 10 yards, and it's a first down for the Tigers. Cook drops the snap, and that will just fall forward. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. As Coach Williamson calling for a personnel change here, as you're going to get a couple different guys in the lineup here as Adkins goes out to the top of the screen. Topping will come here to the bottom. Another receiver goes to the top of the screen as well. That's tight end Benji Adkins. Cook in the gun with Pridemore and Collins. Snap to Cook. He'll keep it himself. Gets to the edge, gets to the 20, cuts up the field, falls forward for a gain of about 3-4 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Good crowd tuned in tonight. Good crowd here at Barker Stadium as well. Got 350 eyes watching here with us on the D&D Sports Network, just on the Facebook feed. So we appreciate you guys watching and thank our sponsors as well by showing up and going to their businesses. Cook rolls out looking right, throws in the flat, and it's incomplete. Just a little bit short there to Adkins, and Chapmanville is going to send out the field goal unit here. Ball is going to be on the 17.5-yard line. It'll be a 34-yard attempt here for Sebastian Carrillo. It's been a while since there's been a 34-yarder attempted in this stadium.
I don't think I've seen one in a very long time, and I've been coming to games for, I don't want to say it, 20 years.
Todd Terry is the name. Tanner Dillon as well, 2 kickers that come to mind for me in Chapmanville history that could kick it. Carrillo's kick. Does it have the distance? It does. It's good. Senior night for Sebastian Carrillo. Kicks the field goal. It's good. Chapmanville takes a 10-0 lead with 2:24 to go. Back with more on this LB&T Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network right after this.
Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! Trailhead Bar and Grill in Maplewood, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes.
10-0, the Tigers lead. 2:24 to go here in the first quarter of play. Carrillo gets a boot into this one. He is jazzed up after the field goal, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. The senior kicker, the field goal, and gets one into the end zone. He's excited. The man will take over on their own 20-yard line, as we have seen the Billies struggle offensively. They had a play on the first down last time out, Trey. They had a guy wide open but could not connect. So we're going to have to see man's offense pick it up here for the Billies.
You know, going back to that last drive, as man, you kind of take that as a victory, turning it over in your own end of the field, giving up 3 points. See if they can get a little momentum going here.
Sanders in the gun. No backs there. Bunch receivers to the top of the screen. They'll send 30 in motion. That's Dustin Baisden on a little jet sweep, but nothing doing there. Gain of about 3 on the play, as you have Josh Porter in on the tackle along with Benji Adkins. As Jordan Talia-Dean says, go Tigers. Debbie Mullen says, go Tigers from Henderson Branch Hearts. Barbara and Bobby J. Fry say, great kick, Tigers. Susan Soto Whitaker says, thank you, sponsors. Watching our grandson, Trey Ward, number 18, from Southeast Iowa. Thank you for tuning in and listening and watching all the way from Southeast Iowa. As Sanders will keep it himself up the middle, nothing doing. Gain of about 1 or 2 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Billies. As Chapmanville's defense has shown up here tonight, Mr. Dalton.
We got a special guest here behind us, Officer Miller.
I'm afraid to give him the microphone. He has been
he's been a
little bit on it at the school this week as a big Blue supporter.
He still owes me lunch for last year's victory against Man.
He probably already ate that.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll never see it.
Minute to go here in the first quarter. Chapmanville 10, Man nothing. 2 receivers to one side. They'll send Baisden in motion. They'll play fake, throw down the field looking for Ward, and there is nothing there. Good coverage by Chapmanville. Adkins and Topping there. Had Ward double covered, and it will be 4th down again for the Billies, as they'll have to punt again.
Thought it was key that Chapmanville got off to a good start tonight against a team that, scores on a lot of big plays.
And they've had good field position as well. And I think that's one of the keys too. Topping at about the 50-yard line is you've got Mullins back in punt formation, and there's a flag on the play. It's false start. It's going to move man back even more. So 4th and 11 now for the Billies. Zach Belcher's club playing some of their best football we've seen them play in quite some time, Trey.
Yeah, off the game last week, like you said, you try to forget about those. I've been a part of a few of them myself.
Snap is back. Kick almost blocked there. It gets away. Topping will watch it bounce and then get away from it. It takes a good man roll down to the 35, 34-yard line. Chapmanville also close to getting a hand on that, but they don't. And man able to kind of flip field position there. That was a big change in field position for the Billies. Again, Chapmanville able to win at Man last year and win the county championship. They won 28-0 last year. Had a big game last year from Cole Farmer and Brody Dalton, and a big game from Adam Mullins, who had 2 touchdowns in that game. Adam, the cousin of Tiger quarterback Robert Cook, as he'll get under center, play fake, and he's in trouble. He had nowhere to go. As they're going to get a face mask, though, as they brought Cook down. A little play action there. Chapmanville trying to make something happen, but man was all over it. But the laundry on the field will be a 15-yard face mask penalty. It'll be a spot foul in high school football, so it'll be right about the 44-yard line, close to a first down. You know, high school or college, NFL, that's an automatic first down. Now they only called a 5-yarder. We'll stay first down. It's not an automatic first down, but it was already a first down. So, well, it was a 15. I did not see the personal foul penalty, and so they're going to move it to the 49-yard line from the original spot of the line of scrimmage. Timmy Meade says, thanks D&D sponsors watching from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Go Tigers. And Angie Likens says, go Billies. Cook in the gun. He'll keep it himself this time, and he gets pulled down from behind again. Another face mask. They got him again. As 50, that's Michael Hobson as he makes the tackle, but again, Cook is pulled down from the face mask position. It's another personal foul face mask on the Billies. That's another 15 yards for the Tigers, Trey.
Two good defensive plays in a row. Just two simple little mistakes cost you 30 yards.
That's a huge flip in field positions now. It's a 36-yard line for Chapmanville on two negative run plays. Almost like that game you watched on Amazon Prime last night. There's about 50 flags in the first half of that game. Whew.
I don't tune into
You don't watch the Steeler games?
No.
I figured as much. Looks like the clock is going to expire here in the first quarter of play, and it will be a 10-0 Chapmanville lead. Back with more on this LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network right after this.
You're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury? Come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
Come on down to Gilbert Produce Market, located in Gilbert, West Virginia. They have daily lunch and dinner specials, seasonal produce and plants, home-cooked meals and friendly service. They offer catering for special occasions and holidays, party trays, and they were also voted 2023 Coalfield's Best Milkshake and Community Market. You can catch them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come on down to Gilbert Produce Market, located in Gilbert, West Virginia, 304-664-5600.
Back here at Barker Stadium. 10-0. Chapmanville leads after quarter number one. James Barker and Trey Dalton with you here on senior night in Chapmanville, West Virginia. As it's a Robert Cook touchdown and a Sebastian Carrillo 34-yard field goal. As he is affectionately known as Seabass with that field goal. As Jeremy Collins loses the ball, it's out. And I believe Chapmanville was able to get back on it. As a good job there by Eli Pridemore falling on that football to save the possession for Chapmanville on that first down play. So it'll be second and about 15 now for the Tigers.
That would have been a good swing of momentum there for the Billies there, getting the ball about the 45.
Brings up second and 15 now for the Tigers.
Chapmanville, three receivers to the top of the screen. One receiver to the bottom, that's Wesley Watts. Watts in single coverage down here. See if Cook wants to take advantage of it. He'll play fake, little screen pass to Topping. He catches it behind the line of scrimmage, but there's no blockers out there. Topping gets swallowed up, loss of about 2 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 17. Not a lot of time for Cook to get rid of that ball either, even on the screen play. As man has been kind of breathing down Cook's neck here in this possession. It was a really good drive for Chapmanville in that first possession, Trey, but since then we've kind of seen a little bit of struggle offensively for the Tigers. The only reason they've moved this far in this drive is because of the man's penalties. 2 receivers to the bottom, tight end and the receiver, 2 receivers to the top as well. Cook picks up the snap, it's low. It's going to be a screen play. They throw it to Pridemore, and he's swallowed up. Good tackle there from Mullins as Caleb Mullins, the sophomore, sniffs it out. And it'll be 4th down for Chapmanville as they'll send out the punt unit.
Good stop there, but man, you know, started the drive with two penalties and held their composure there and get a big stop there.
I think that was a huge, huge stop for the Billies, as you mentioned, Trey, as they needed some momentum to climb back into this game.
4th and 17 now for the Tigers.
As Chapmanville in punt formation from the Billies' 43-yard line. As play clock down to 3. They get it off. Plumlee, the punter, kicks it away. It's down the middle, and it is drifting toward the end zone. Bounces in there for a touchback. So man will take over on their own 20. As really we've seen kind of a battle of field position here too, Trey, as the Billies have kind of struggled with that field position.
Now I think Chapmanville's done well limiting the big plays. You know, man missed the one early. I think that's Chapmanville's game plan. You know, limit the big plays.
They have done an excellent job of it so far here tonight. Man, this is their 4th possession. They have gone 3 and out in their first 3 possessions of the game. Sanders in the gun. Will fake it. Now gives it on the end around there to Baisden. Baisden had a little bit of a lane, gets some daylight, and it's the first down of the game for the Billies as he picks up 11 on the play. A little bit of an end around outside sweep there from the Billies as Baisden able to pick up 11 yards. And now we'll see if man can put together a drive and kind of get that good mojo moving after that first down.
Get him back in the game as well.
Sanders gets the snap, gives it off ahead there to Corey Morgan as he's able to push forward for a gain of about 6 on the play. So the Billies starting to kind of find their rhythm here running the ball that we did not see in the first 3 possessions. Now they've gotten 17 yards in the last 2 plays.
Kind of taking a page out of Chapmanville's book. You know, their first drive was 3 and 4 and 5 yards a carry, you know.
Tight end to the top of the screen, wing and receiver to the bottom of the screen. 2 backs there with Sanders. Going to give it up inside to Baisden as he spins forward, still on his feet, still moving as the ball came out late, but they're going to mark him down, and it will be a 1st down for the Man Hillbillies as Jeremy Collins a little struggling to get up there as they check on him, but he's okay and will stay in the game. So another Billies 1st down, Trey, and we're starting to see the Billies pick up momentum on the offensive end. Chapmanville trying to line up. They're going to give it off to Morgan this time, but he's met right there. It's a good tackle inside. I believe that is 57, Caleb Robinette. He swallowed him up, and gain of 1 on the play for Morgan. Yeah, I looked over at you, Trey, and I see our spread of food that Coach Ashley Dalton brought us up here. Somebody's going to have to eat the ribs and barbecue. Fantastic.
Coach Napper will be really disappointed in me if I don't eat that.
I know. You do not want Coach Napper disappointed in you.
I do not.
Tight end wing to the top of the screen, 2 receivers to the bottom. Sanders going to run the option, and he tries to pitch it, does. Can Baisden get to the outside? He cannot. Good tackle there. Keldon Lucas there on the stop, as well as a few others for the Tigers. Eli Pridemore as well. And it's a loss of about 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 12 for Man. Jack and Bonnie Morgan, you guys do an excellent job calling the game. Congratulations to D&D Sports Announcement. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Really do. And Diane Caldwell says, let's go Billies. Again, know my buddy, former player, Austin Kirk, watching the game as well. Appreciate his comments off the air. As Sanders going to roll out. Going to look down the field. Got a guy in the flat and missed tackle there for Chapmanville, but Wagner able to tackle him from behind. It's a gain of about 10 on the play, and now it's a decision now for Coach Arms here with the 45-yard line. It's 4th and about 2 for the Billies after that catch from Dustin Baisden. Go into your playbook here, Coach Dalton. What do you got?
Well, I think you have to go for it. I think, the way Chapmanville's been moving the football and, Man's kind of struggled a little bit. I mean, it's the type of play here to get your team going a little bit. Play call, if I'm out there, with my blazing speed.
They're going to run the quarterback boot to the other side. Can Pridemore chase down Sanders? He's trying, he does. And it's a good play there from Kelton Lucas as well from his corner position. So Pridemore and Lucas able to make the stop as Sanders is short, and it's a Chapmanville stop and a first down for the Tigers.
It's a great play by Pridemore. Now you see why we use him as a base runner.
He got some speed there as he caught Sanders from behind. It looked like Sanders and the Man defense or offense had some leverage there. They looked like they were going to get it. Pridemore chasing from behind. Lucas able to shed the block. They both make the tackle for a huge stop for the Tiger defense. So Chapmanville will come out in their 4th possession of the game here. 5:22 to go here in the first half of play. They're going to send Topping in motion. Cook gives it off the Topping. He drops. They're going to throw it. He's got a guy. It's Austin Atkins, and he catches it. He's still on his feet. There's a flag on the play back here at the 45-yard line. It's a touchdown as it stands right now, but we'll see if it's coming back. There may have been 2 guys moving at the snap, and they may have it coming back. They're going to check again. This may have been, they thought, an illegal formation. I'm not entirely sure. There is a conference between the officials on their headsets right now. They're trying to figure out exactly what's going on. That's a great call from Chapmanville in that down and distance situation. And you're getting an illegal shift. That means 2 guys in motion at the same time. And I think what they're calling, Trey, and I'm going to do it up here. I'm a visual person. When Cook goes down and he sends the guy in motion, that's considered 2 guys in motion. Quarterback has to be set. Quarterback cannot move if there's a guy moving as well. So that is what they're going to call there, is Cook moving along with Topping. So they take the touchdown off the board. It was a big play taken away from the Tigers.
Now both teams have not capitalized on 2 big plays. Man missed a big throw early in the game, and then Chapmanville right there.
It's double tight end set in the gun. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Adkins in motion. They give off the jet, and he's swallowed up. 42, that's Lucas Haney. The senior makes a big tackle there. And Chapmanville moving backward now with 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
After the Chapmanville's first drive, it seems like both defenses are starting to settle in here.
This is kind of the way we kind of thought it was going to go.
Yeah,
we did not expect it to be a shootout here tonight. Chapmanville a 10-0 lead here, 4:37 to go here in the first half of play. It's a second and real long, 2nd and 18 for the Tigers. 2 receivers to each side. Cook barks the signals, gets the snap, rolls to his right, looking, has Topping, throws and drops it. Topping was there at about the 40-yard line. It would only been a gain of about 4 on the play, but he couldn't make the catch. And now it's 3rd and long for Chapmanville. As we'll see what Coach Belcher wants to do here. You know, Trey, you're in a situation right now. You've tried to take the big play away from man. If I'm a coach here and put my coach hat on, I'm running a draw. I'm going to run the ball. I want to move the clock, get it inside 3 minutes, punt it away, and make man drive, you know, at least 65, 70 yards.
Especially the way your defense has played all night. You kind of want to not do anything crazy here, turn it over on your own side of the field.
Chapmanville's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. 10-0. Chapmanville leads. 4:19 to go here in the first half. Back with more of this LB&T Game of the Week right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia.
Back here at Barker Stadium, 3rd and 18 for the Tigers from their own 36-yard line. Cook in the gun, gets the snap, drops back, steps up, throws it deep down the field. Nobody there, and it's almost intercepted by the Billies as Trey Ward almost comes away with the one-handed interception, but Chapmanville will now punt with 4:14 to go here in the first half of play.
They wasn't listening to us there, were they?
No, you know, that's par for the course in my life. Not a lot of individuals listen to me anymore. Once you hang up that coach whistle, the amount of people that listen to you now, not few and far between. Few and far between. Plumlee back in punt formation, gets it, kicks it away. It's to the 31-yard line where Josh Spriggs gets the fair catch. That's almost like that Iowa player fair catch, you know, trying to move away from it but never put it over his head. As he called that one back on Iowa, but that's where man will take over. 31-yard line with 4:08 to go here in the first half of play.
You know, I think something on the punt team cost West Virginia a game not too long ago.
Yeah. We try not to talk about West Virginia football on here because then people in the comments, they get real fired up over that stuff.
You know, they've let a lot of people down for a long time, including myself.
Man had 2 first downs last time out. See if they can add on to that here in this possession. As they'll give it off to Baisden there as he is met as I believe that's 64 Josh Porter in there to make the stop. It's a loss of 1 on the play. The Chapmanville defense, again, continues to shine here so far in the first half.
Loss of 1 on the carry brings up 2nd and 11 now for the Billies.
Derek Lomax, that is might be true for some, not I, though, not I. That is not a habit that I do. I have to tell basketball star Zion Blevins to get down. He's right in our shot right now.
It's hard to get him to listen.
It is true. Oh, great tackle there. Guess who? Jeremy Collins with the tackle as Corey Morgan couldn't get around the edge as Collins makes the stop. It's a gain or a loss of about 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 17 for the Billies, now under 3 minutes to go.
You know, I thought Pearl Jam was Jeremy's real name for a long time.
I did too, for a real long time.
He always came up to the house last year with Brody, and Brody said, I got a buddy with me. His name's Pearl Jam.
That is number 8, Jeremy Collins. So they'll send Vanover in motion. They'll look down the field. Sanders throws, and it's intercepted. Austin Atkins read it beautifully. He's got a shot. Can he get to the edge? He does. Can he walk into the end zone? It's a touchdown. Austin Atkins, did he say he stepped out? Oh, he did. At the 15-yard line. Atkins thought he had it. I did too. They say he stepped out at the 15. A beautiful play from the sophomore Atkins. And Chapmanville back inside man's red zone once again. Beautiful pick there from Atkins. He read it perfectly, sat on the route, and makes the play. And Chapmanville in business with 2:23 to go here in the first half. They've got it marked at the 14. As Chapmanville, with a touchdown here, Trey, could possibly take a 3-score lead into the locker room.
And getting the ball to start the second half, this is a huge, huge opportunity for the Tigers.
Cook under center. Will toss it to Atkins. Atkins looking, tries to reverse his field, now cuts it up, makes one guy miss, still fighting forward, still pushing, and he gets down inside the 5-yard line. There is a flag in there late. We'll see what the play or what the flag is, as you've got a lineman down for Chapmanville as well. I'm not sure if they're going to call assisting the runner here or not, or a face mask or a personal foul, face mask on the Billies. So that's going to be inside the 2-yard line for Chapmanville.
Is enough for a Chapmanville first down.
Chapmanville first and goal from the 2.
Now, that was a good job by Atkins right there, turning in a negative play into something positive.
He is just shifty at times. Even last year as a freshman when I got to coach him, he just somehow gets his body through these little windows that, most players just go down and take a tackle, and he's able to find his way through that. Power eye set for Chapmanville. Give it to the deep back. This time Atkins spins forward. He's going to be down at the 1. That's not a bad thing if you're Chapmanville because it keeps the clock moving, and you gain a yard. It's second and goal from the 1 with 1:35 to go on a moving clock here in the first half. This is a little bit of a surprise to a lot of people watching and tuning in right now. I think Billies fans kind of thought that this was going to be a close one, but they thought they'd come away with a victory here tonight. And right now, Chapmanville with a chance to go up 3 scores. 1:10 to go on a moving clock. Cook letting the play clock go down. Gets under center. Gives it off to Atkins. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Chapmanville. Austin Atkins finishes his interception into the end zone as the Tigers take a 16-0 lead here in the second quarter with 1:02 to go. As Carrillo will be on to attempt the extra point. This one would make it a 3-score game for Chapmanville. Kick is up. It is through. 17-0 as Seabass tacks on the extra point for the Tigers. And Chapmanville takes a 3-score lead. Back with more here on this LB&T Game of the Week right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Come down to Trailblazers Outfitters, located right off the 4-lane from Williamson, West Virginia, to hop on your new rental of side-by-sides, dirt bikes, or four-wheelers. They also have four-wheeler, dirt bike, and side-by-side repairs, along with accessories, tires, and stereo systems, and a large repair shop. Give them a call today at 859-953-0903 to get your new rental to enjoy the trails today.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs, whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work. We have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia.
Back here at Barker Stadium, Chapmanville, a 17-0 lead over Man here toward the end of the first half as Carrillo's kick bounces down. Trey Ward catches it on the run. He's the dangerous guy for the Billies. He gets it across to the 40-yard line, and that's where Man will start their possession here toward the end of the first half of play. And Ward, that's his first touch of the game. There's a guy that scored 3 touchdowns last week for the Billies. Basically won the game for Man on that tip ball and was able to race it in against Tug Valley. And that was Ward's first touch with the football. Man, receiver to the top of the screen along with a wing, tight end to the bottom of the screen and a wing as well. Send one guy in motion. That's a false start as 22, that's Mullins, jumps a little too soon. They're going to try to get the fullback tight end down the field. They're going to try to attack with Ward right here, I believe, Trey.
I believe so. I mean, he's your best player. You got to get it into his hands. I mean, I'd say he was a big part of Chapmanville's game plan all week, you know, try to keep it out of his hands as much as possible.
Ward, one of the better athletes in Class Single A, actually in the state of West Virginia, the 5'11" sophomore. He has got some wheels. Man in the huddle, 55 seconds to go here in the first half of play. The Billies will have 2 receivers to each side. And that's going to be another false start. It looks like it's going to be on Ward this time as he moved a little too soon. And Chapmanville just right now in the head of these Billies. You know, that was Talon Thompson out there in press coverage, and Ward tried to get a run and go and just left a little bit too soon. A big game here for Man. You know, with a win, they can host a home playoff game. Sanders going to try to escape the pocket. Caleb Robinette right there had some initial pressure there from Josh Porter, but Robinette able to bring him down. A loss of 1, and Man will take a timeout. We'll keep things right here with 45 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's Chapmanville a 17-0 lead. As I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Kiefer's, Kawasaki of Logan, Southside Buildings, Aracoma Drug, Coalfield Health Center, Appalachian Medical, Scott Amberg, State Farm Insurance in Chapmanville, Cheech's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Genmar Services, Three Guys Pizza, Del Barton Quick Shop, Gracie and Tate Merchandising, Trailhead Bar and Grill, Rebound Physical Therapy. I think you know those guys, Trey.
Yeah, I know that well. I know that guy very well.
Gilbert Produce, Tuck Valley Wellness Center, Giovanni's of West Logan, Trailblazers, Double Quick, Diamond Flagging Company, McCoy Dental, Eric's Trucking, Missy Birchfield of State Farm in Logan, Justin Markham, and Restoration One. Your sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Make sure you give them a like and give them a follow on Facebook, as well as if you're in town, go see those individuals that help us out and get these games for you here on the D&D Sports Network. As Sanders drops the ball, now we'll throw it up. It's nowhere to be found. That might be intentional grounding. There is nobody in the vicinity. And they're going to talk about it over the headset, and they drop the flag. That is intentional grounding on the Billies. And that will be another huge loss for Man, as it will be 3rd down and a real long way.
Not as good as Chapmanville's defense is playing. Get yourself in 3rd and very long. I mean, that's even more difficult.
John Castro says Trey needs more airtime. What do you think about that?
Still, I need John to stay quiet, you know. I know that's hard.
Well, that's not going to happen.
No, I know. I've known him for a while. Actually got his brother back here.
We got a reunion up here on all my grade school basketball players, middle school basketball players, rather. As Sanders will run up the middle, Eli Pridemore meets him right there. And that's where the Billies may run out the clock. Chapmanville's going to take a timeout. Not a bad timeout from Zach Belcher. That's his last one of the half. And, Chapmanville, Trey, really close to blocking the punt in their last punt attempt for the Billies. So you would think he's going to try to go after this one here.
Yeah, or, put Atkins back there. As good wheels he's got, he could go make a play and maybe set yourself up for another score here at the end of the half.
Chapmanville.
And then Brock, it's your brother, says, John, we could do better. But that's two Cowboys fans.
The only thing my brother does better than me is probably a hunt. Other than that, he's.
It's like Trey says he's better looking, better athlete. I mean, you open yourself up. You're in the comments. We got the mic. We're good here.
There was a reason James asked me tonight, not you two.
Yeah, Brock can't defend himself right now. We're in pretty good shape. We're in pretty good shape up here. I do appreciate him watching and listen, but Oh, we do. Chapmanville trying to get after it. Almost gets it, as that was Wagner that came in. And the ball's going to bounce at the 40-yard line and down out of bounds with 21 seconds to go. I don't know. Chapmanville's got a chance. They can get in field goal range here, Trey, with about 30 yards.
Right.
Yeah, about the 15-yard line.
No, I think they were closer on blocking that one than they were the one before that.
They're having some fun on there right now. I appreciate those guys. Again, former players for me, and it's always fun to watch. I watched a little film today. I went back in time and watched the 14 game. Mr. Casto, Zach back here, played in that game for us here at Chapmanville, and that was a fun one. 26-20 in overtime was the win. I actually went back and watched the 17 game at Man too. So Adam Vance is here as well. So I went down memory lane and watched some old film. As Cook going to toss it. They're going to give it to Atkins on the reverse, and they flip it back to Topping, and they try to throw it deep. Oh, it's a double reverse pass, and it is intercepted. It's knocked down, and there's going to be about 9 seconds to go. I tell you what, that's had a little bit of fun there, didn't they? But nevertheless, it'll be an interception for the Billies, and it'll be 9 seconds to go. So, little bag of tricks there for Dave Williamson and his offense here at the end of the half.
Looked like something we draw up in the backyard,
We'll see what Man can do with it. They've got the ball now at about the 18-yard line as Chapmanville took a little bit of a shot there trying to find Man sleeping there on the double reverse pass, but we'll see what the Billies try to do here from the 18. 9 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Snap almost go over the head, and they'll give it off in the backfield. Not much doing as Pridemore and a bunch of Tigers bring down. That was number 10, Vanover on the carry. That's a great first half for Chapmanville. 17-0, the Tigers lead as we head into the locker room. We'll have some commercials and then back with the halftime show at the halftime mark here at this one from Barker Stadium. Back with more on the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better. If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. Give me a call, Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Call Restoration One, West Virginia's go-to cleanup crew. Don't let fire, wind, water damage ruin your property. Restoration One can get you back to 100% in the quickest time possible. Our staff here at Restoration One is fast, friendly, and reliable. We got experts that use the latest in technology to remove mold and damages left behind by Mother Nature. Don't just trust anyone. Trust Restoration One. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Back here at Parker Stadium, halftime score. It's Chapmanville 17, man to nothing. We're going to catch you up on some scores around the area. First, we're going to go to Nitro and look at Nitro and Scott. Nitro leading Scott in the second quarter, 21-6. Let me repeat that. Nitro over Scott currently, 21-6. Many have Scott pegged as one of the best teams in Class AA this year. They're actually number one on the Mountain board. I know. Listen, I'm surrounded by Bengals fans. I don't know what's going on. Surrounded by Bengals fans. You all have made me lose my train of thought. The hate has entered my mind, and I cannot get past it. But anyway, Nitro leading Scott 21-6. Upset alert in Oak Glen, West Virginia. Oak Glen leading Roane County 14-13 in the second quarter as well. Try to get a Mingo Central score to you as soon as possible for those interested in that one that have flipped over here. Try to get that score to you as soon as possible. Herbert Hoover leading Logan 36-20 right now in the second quarter at Herbert Hoover. Frankfort leading Kaiser 14-7. And one of the upsets that Chapmanville needed to maybe sneak into the playoffs, Braxton County leading Clay County 14-6. So right now, for Chapmanville to get in, those are all good things. The only one that is not a good thing right now, Wayne leads Poca 27-0. So that one may be the one that keeps Chapmanville out of the playoffs. We'll see how everything kind of goes at the end of the games here tonight. Chapmanville, long shot to get in the playoffs, Trey, but they're doing their part here tonight, leading 17-0.
You know, it's good to see those kids, even with the long shot, playing hard. knowing that could be their last game of the year, but still coming out and competing. That's a good sign.
Chapmanville a 17-0 lead. Their first points came on a Robert Cook run from 6 yards out to give Chapmanville a 6-0 lead. Carrillo's kick was good to make it 7-0. Then Chapmanville able to move the ball, got stymied inside the red zone. Carrillo called on to kick a 34-yard field goal. He does so, makes it 10-0 Chapmanville. And then right before the end of the first half, it was Austin Atkins, a 1-yard plunge into the end zone, and Carrillo's kick made it 17-0. That's where we stand here in the first half of play. Trey and I are going to step aside for a moment. When we come back, we'll have some score breakdowns as well as some analysis here at halftime. You're watching the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered. Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you're ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
Back here at Parker Stadium, halftime score is Chapmanville 17, man nothing as Chapmanville High School Marching Band performing here tonight at Barker Stadium. It's their final performance in front of this home crowd here, especially for these seniors in the band, as senior night going according to plan for the Chapmanville Tigers so far. Trey, is Chapmanville a 17-0 lead, and they have controlled this game. This is not one of those situations where they've had a couple lucky plays here and there. They have been dominant on the defensive side and have held the ball and moved the ball on the offensive side.
That's kind of, if you say Chapmanville played like a perfect first half, Man's a team that likes the big play, but keeping it out of their hands most of the half, that's big. But don't count out the Billies yet. They're explosive, so this game could get a lot closer.
Yeah, as we move forward, I think one thing Man's going to want to do is get the ball into Trey Ward's hand. They have not been able to do that here tonight so far, as that has been their big play guy on the offensive side for the last few weeks. The run game really has not shown up here tonight for the Billies that much. We've seen 2 first downs for Man so far in this one. If you're Coach Arms in the locker room, what is your message to this ball club right now?
Limit the mistakes. The 2 turnovers, penalties. I think if Man limits the mistakes, they can get themselves back in the game. As Chapmanville, I think you have the same game plan. Probably the way you did in the first half. But I think both teams are going to come out in this second half, and whoever punches first is going to have the advantage.
Chapmanville will get the ball to start this second half of play. Offensively for Chapmanville, it's not the score that really is important if you have the ball and drive down the field. It's just flipping the field position and running the clock. With a 3-score lead, the most important thing for Chapmanville to do is milk this clock away. If you can add another score, that's great. But for the most part, milk this clock away and let your defense do its job with a lot of field behind it.
I think Chapmanville needs to sustain drive, limit the 3 and outs, limit turnovers, and keep the ball out of their hands as much as possible.
Well, we're getting some score updates from around the area. Dylan Morris chimes in, 21-10 Winfield over Point at halftime. That would be a feather in the cap for Chapmanville. Again, the Tigers, an outside shot of still making the playoffs. They're going to have a lot of things go right. A lot of those things currently are in moving in the right direction from what we can see. But we'll keep you updated on some of those things. But the big news right now across the state, Nitro ahead of Scott. The last time we saw was 21-6 in favor of the Wildcats of Nitro.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have picked that one.
No, I don't think so either.
But Nitro's, watched Nitro earlier. We had a great game with them earlier in the year. They're explosive as well, Yeah,
Chapmanville able to defeat Nitro 44-43 on the last play of the game as Robert Cook ran in the 2-point conversion in overtime to win it for the Tigers. And but that's a Nitro team, like you mentioned. Malachi Thompson on the outside, one of the better receivers in Class AA in the state. That's not to be confused with one of the best receivers we saw last week in the state, Malachi Shepard, from the Mingo side. And you're talking about a team that's starting to kind of click and put things together for a playoff run. It's the Mingo Central Miners.
Yeah, you always like to get hot at the right time. And I think Mingo Central is one of those teams that's getting hot at the right time.
So a lot of things still to play out here tonight in the Class AA playoff field here in the state of West Virginia. Kentucky started their playoffs this week. So I know that there's a couple playoff games in the state of Kentucky that are on people's radars here tonight. I am not an aficionado of Kentucky football, so I defer to my friends out there in the Facebook land, as Daryl McCoy will probably chime in and tell us a couple Kentucky scores on that side of things as well. Halftime score here at Barker Stadium for the county championship here in Logan County, West Virginia. It's Chapmanville 17, Man nothing. Trey and I will be back with more and the second half kickoff after these messages. You're watching the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Call Restoration One, West Virginia's go-to cleanup crew. Don't let fire, wind, water damage ruin your property. Restoration One can get you back to 100% in the quickest time possible. Our staff here at Restoration One is fast, friendly, and reliable. We got experts that use the latest in technology to remove mold and damages left behind by Mother Nature. Don't just trust anyone. Trust Restoration One.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. Give me a call, Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
If you want to work for the nicest fleet of trucks around, call Eric's Trucking. Right now we are hiring for 18 and 10-wheeler drivers. Must have CDLs. Eric's Trucking is a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and wants to wish Maddox Sarton the best of luck in today's contest.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Come down to Trailblazers Outfitters, located right off the 4-lane from Williamson, West Virginia, to hop on your new rental of side-by-sides, dirt bikes, or four-wheelers. They also have four-wheeler, dirt bike, and side-by-side repairs, along with accessories, tires, and stereo systems, and a large repair shop. Give them a call today at 859-953-0903 to get your new rental to enjoy the trails today.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia.
Come on down to Gilbert Produce Market, located in Gilbert, West Virginia. They have daily lunch and dinner specials, seasonal produce and plants, home-cooked meals and friendly service. They offer catering for special occasions and holidays, party trays, and they were also voted 2023 Coalfield's Best Milkshake and Community Market. You can catch them Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come on down to Gilbert Produce Market, located in Gilbert, West Virginia, 304-664-5600.
If you're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury, come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
Back here at Barker Stadium, James Barker, Trey Dalton with you here as halftime almost over. Chapmanville a 17-0 lead as they head out of the locker room. And Trey, when you look on the sideline, kind of a renewed vigor for this Tiger team. They have, lacked some confidence here, but come out of the locker room with a 17-0 lead, and you can kind of see this swagger start to come back for the Tigers.
Well, Tigers got a little confidence about them right now. As good as the first half they played, but it's important to keep that confidence the rest of the way.
For the Man Hillbillies, again, they're 7-2. They've pretty much locked up a playoff spot in Class Single A. Tonight was for not only the county championship for the Man Hillbillies, they haven't won since 2019, but a chance to maybe even host a home playoff game. So, they're going to try to fight from behind to try to accomplish both of those goals. We talked a little bit about, if you're Coach Arms, what you needed to do, but, if you're one of the players, one of the leaders on the man sideline, what do you, as a player, what are you telling your other guys?
I mean, you got to lead by example. You got to get your guys together, and forget about the first half. One play at a time, and you got to stay in the fight.
So it will be Chapmanville football to receive the second half kick, as Chapmanville with a chance to kind of make a statement here on this opening drive of the third quarter, and the Billies trying to figure out how to get the ball back quickly and find a way to get some points on the board.
I feel like this first drive is going to tell us a lot. How the rest of the game is going to go.
I agree with you. I think on both sides, too.
Right. I think man needs to try to get a 3-and-out and get the ball back as quickly as possible. And Chapmanville kind of the same game plan, like they were doing early, 2, 3, and 4 yards. Like you were talking about earlier, run some of that clock out.
Chapmanville had a beautiful drive to open up the game. They got the ball at the 35-yard line. It was a jet sweep from Adkins, and then a couple key third down conversions for the Tigers, and then it was Cook able to race it in the end zone from 6 yards out to give Chapmanville their first lead of the game at 7-0. Then it was a Carrillo 34-yard field goal to put it 10-0 in favor of Chapmanville. And then after an Adkins interception, it was Austin Adkins from 1 yard out to give Chapmanville their 17-0 lead. As that one bounces, it'll stay in bounds. It'll be picked up by Chapmanville's number 6 as he's able to corral it and keep possession, which is the most important thing there. As Chapmanville will hold on to the football as Corbett picks it up, and it will be Chapmanville ball on the 26-yard line to start things off here in the third quarter of play.
Brought down around the 26.
Jordan Evans says Pat McAfee about to draft Trey Dalton if he keeps showing off these commentating and broadcasting.
Bucket list.
Cook in the gun. 2 receivers at the top of the screen along with the tight end. As they'll bring, I believe, Lucas in motion. Keldon Lucas to the other side of the field. They'll give it off this time to Pridemore. Pridemore got a lane over, fighting forward, gets to about the 35-yard line, gain of 9 on the play. Chapmanville 2nd and 1, and see the Tigers try to lean on this offensive line, and again playing out without one of their best senior offensive linemen, R.J. Jones, here tonight. R.J. Jones, a 4-year starter for Chapmanville. The only 2 games he has not played in his entire Tiger career. Tonight and last week. 2 receivers to the top. Tight end there as well. No, 2 receivers to the bottom as well. This time he'll give it back off the Pridemore's got a lane up the middle to the 50, to the 40. Can he beat Ward in a foot race? No, but he can push him down as he pushes another player down, still on his feet, gets inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of about 42 on the play as Pridemore, a huge burst up the middle there. Oh, Eli Pridemore showing it off on the offensive side tonight. 2 carries back-to-back, over 50 yards on this drive, and Chapmanville in business now inside the man red zone again. 2 receivers to each side. Pridemore flanked on Cook's left. Cook gets the snap. Gives to Pridemore again. He's got a lane of the 10 to the 5. Falls forward to about the 3-yard line. Another first down for Chapmanville, and they are gashing this man defense right now.
Make that to 3. Pridemore's carry is more than enough for another Chapmanville.
10:20 to go here in the third quarter of play. And Chapmanville knocking on the door again.
It's kind of how they started the first quarter, with a drive like this.
Power eye set for the Tigers. Collins, the deep back. So give it off to Pridemore. He tries to fight forward, but he loses yard. Did he fumble is the question. And I believe he did. Man is saying he had the ball. The official marks it. And it's going to be a huge, huge play in this game. Chapmanville just drove it right down the field on man, but it's a fumble on the 4-yard line, and man will take over there, 1st and 10. And Trey, as everything has went right for Chapmanville so far, it's the first big break for the Billies.
That's the type of play right there that can shift the momentum very quickly.
See what man can do with it now. Tight end to the bottom, receivers to the top for the Billies, and 2 backs. It's going to be a false start, and they'll move it to the 2-yard line for man now.
False start against the Billies.
9:47 to go here in the third quarter of play. Again, we thank you for watching here this LB&T Game of the Week on the D&D Sports Network. We do have an update halftime from Nitro. It's Nitro 21, Scott 12. Appreciate Coach Rakes and his family updating us. First nice thing he's done for us, Trey.
It's been a long time. It's been a very long time.
It's a give off there. Maybe a loss of a yard there inside the 1 as the man back barely getting out of the end zone. I think that was Morgan on the carry. So it'll be 2nd and now 13 or 14. Rake's a good guy. Rake's a good guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
There you go.
He's a good guy.
There you go.
I'll give it to him.
If I'm not nice to him, he won't share some of his homework with me that I desperately need. They'll give it off on the jet, and it's going to be close. Going to be real close. It's a safety. Oh, my, the defense stands tall again for the Tigers. It's the jet sweep, the handoff to Baisden. Never got out of the end zone, and the Tigers defense gets a safety on the play as they now lead 19-0.
Give him 2 points. That's a score.
This is a situation here. It's not practiced very often. The ball's going to be on the 20 to kick off. And this is one of those things where as a head coach, you may have gone over this once or twice, probably didn't go over it this week, but it's something that hopefully you take some time and talk to your guys about. You're not going to see an onside kick, but you at least got to know where to stand.
Right.
Chapmanville 19-0 lead here as the Billies will have a free kick from the 20-yard line. As Chapmanville's got to scoot those guys up. I believe they're missing one out there right now. They only have – now they run one on late. There we go. So the Billies will kick off from the 20. Tigers stand to be in good field position here after the kick. That's a great kick. Corbett's going to have to chase it down. It goes all the way to the 25. He bounces it to himself, picks it up. He's got to find a lane there. Gets one to the outside, maybe gets to about the 38-yard line, and they may throw another flag on a face mask there because he got up there really close again to that helmet.
39-yard line where the flag was thrown.
Well, let's see.
Outstanding kick, by the way.
Yeah, it was. That was a missile from Basden there. Or, excuse me, Mullins. Another face mask against the Billies. That'll be into Billy territory now. So what a great kick. Kind of went for naught now, Trey, because it's going to be really good field position to start this drive for Chapmanville. And I'll be honest with you, one of the things that I used to do as a head coach, and I really felt I never talked to my players about fumbles. I thought it was something that, we did ball security drills, we did things like that, but we never talked about fumbles. And the guy that fumbled, I wanted to give the ball the very next play to. I wanted to make sure, hey, I still trust you.
Get his confidence back.
Get his confidence back. We still trust you. Nothing's wrong. So it's just one of those things that happens. It's part of the game. We'll see what the Tigers do here. Cook will give it up the middle to Collins as he's met there. And a gain maybe of one, maybe two. No, they're going to mark him one. So a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. I'm always trying to play those mental mind games with some of my players. I don't know if you remember it so much.
Oh, I do. I do very well. I know that was kind of a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago. Very long time ago.
Well, for you, it probably feels like forever ago.
I appreciate that. 8:12 to go here in the third quarter. Chapmanville up 19-0 after that safety. Cook going to keep himself, has a lane, but man squeezes it down pretty quickly there. As a good tackle there from Hairston, as well as 50 for the Billies. That's Michael Hobson.
It's a big defensive series for the Billies here.
Yeah, I agree, Trey. It's that point in the game where you got to find a way to get a stop. You had the turnover, but just couldn't do anything with it. Now you got to find a way to get a stop and get your offense on track. Chapmanville trying to rush on a fullback here. That's Pridemore. Play clock down to 6. Cook will go under center. 2 seconds on the play clock. Cook snaps it, gives it off to Collins. No, that's Collins as he gets forward to about the 40-yard line. So it'll be decision time for Zach Belcher here. Ball at the 40. It's 4th and 3. As good as your defense has played. As an offensive play caller, I want to go for it. But as good as your defense has played, this may be a situation where maybe you're trying to get them to jump, something like that,
right,
and then punt it. We see a lot of NFL teams in this situation will go a hard count, and then they'll take the delay of game penalty because that 5 yards actually benefits the punter more so than it hurts them.
You know, all the analytics say go for it, go for it, go for it.
Yeah. take some emotion into account sometimes too.
That's true too.
Oh, they're going to go for it. Cook throws it to Topping, makes the catch, and gets out of bounds. Oh, a little hitch route on the sideline, and Topping able to catch it. I don't even know if that was the call, but they rushed it, got the snap off right before the delay of game penalty, Trey, and it's a huge first down for the Tigers.
You know, we were talking about punting it or trying to get them off sides, but that also shows some confidence in your defense going for it right there as well.
And confidence in your quarterback as well. And I'll say this, Dave Williamson has called an excellent game so far as an offensive coordinator here tonight. He is, what is as the kids say, in his feels tonight with the calls. And they're going to get a false start on Chapmanville. He did move a little bit there. So Chapmanville, one of their first penalties of the game, actually, when you look at it, Trey. They had that illegal shift on the touchdown that got called back. But that's probably the second penalty we've seen against the Tigers. They have played really well tonight so far.
You know, they've kind of limited their mistakes tonight. As you know, a lot of penalties, 2 turnovers. But this game, it's not over.
Topping in motion. 6:18 to go here in the third quarter. Chapmanville leads 19-0. They'll give it off to Pridemore. Pridemore fights forward, and he is brought down by a slew of Billies there, as he had Endicott as well as 72 Hairston in on the tackle for the Billies, as well as 52 Houston Ellis. So it'll be 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. Now move inside halfway through this third quarter of play. And regardless, this third quarter clockwise has gone exactly the way Chapmanville has wanted it to.
Right, like we were saying, their game plan was to keep it out of Man's hands, and Man's had it for, 3 plays this half?
As Cook will keep it, quarterback sweep to the outside, goes out of bounds at about the 35, 34-yard line. They'll mark him at the 35, so it'll be 3rd and 10 with the clock stopped here at 5:31 to go here in the third quarter. They do mark it at the 34. The 3rd and 9 is the voice of the Tigers. J.R. Vance makes the correction for us up here. Cook in the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Snap, give us the Pridemore. Finds a little bit of a crease, but not much, as he gets forward to about the 33-yard line, rather. It'll be 4th and 8 for the Tigers, as clock here moving, and Chapmanville going to go quick here. I don't think they'll snap it quick, as the clock Chapmanville trying to chew this clock. We'll see what Cook does here. 20 seconds on the play clock. Did they get man to jump? They did. It'll make it a 4th and 3 now for Chapmanville. Good job there. They see the same play again, which is a no play.
4th and 3 now for the Tigers.
And 19-0, Chapmanville leads. 4:56 to go here in the third quarter on a moving clock. Chapmanville has eaten up the possession here so far in this second half. Chapmanville brings in their power set here. Double tight ends. Power I set. Cook under center. 2 seconds, 1 second on the play clock. They snap it. It's play action. He's going to look down the field. Has a guy. It's a catch. Beautiful catch there.
What a play.
I think that's Braden Strange.
Robert Cook finds number 10, Braden Strange, downfield.
Braden Strange, the quarterback, tight end, linebacker hybrid from Harts Middle School, makes his first catch as a Tiger, and it's a big one. What another play call from Coach Williamson.
There again, showing confidence in your quarterback.
First down for the Tigers. They'll give it off. No, Cook's going to keep it on the boot, looks, and will throw it away out of bounds. And I don't think it got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be intentional grounding. It has to go past the line of scrimmage. And we'll see if White Hat has the flag out. And the rule is if it goes past the line of scrimmage at any point, it doesn't matter if it's off the field or not. It just has to go past the line of scrimmage. It just depends on where it hit. So they're discussing it, and they're going to throw it.
There is the flag. There's going to be an intentional grounding against the Tigers.
So intentional grounding against Chapmanville there is Robert made the right decision, just didn't execute.
Just get enough on it there.
Also, there'll be a lost set of keys brought to the press box with the Lenore Rangers keychain on it.
Jordan Evans says Robert out here looking like Joe Burr.
You'll be hearing that a lot Sunday.
I don't know about that. We will see. We will see.
I'll let you know about it.
I'm going to watch. I'm sure you and I will exchange a few messages back and forth. We have not done so yet. 2nd and 15 for the Tigers. It is a loss of down penalty on the intentional grounding. As Cook gives it off to Pridemore there, and he is stymied quickly. That's 42. Lucas Haney, the senior, making the stop there.
Man's still competing. They still got some fight in them.
Now this is, aside from the 2 plays man had inside the 2 that led to the safety, Chapmanville has had every second of the possession in this third quarter, and they have milked this down to 3:45 to go here in the third quarter of play. Chapmanville again leading 19-0. 3rd and 17 now for the Tigers from the man 21-yard line. Cook in the gun. Gives it off to Pridemore, fights through a couple tackles, and gets to about the 15. And it will be 4th and 11 for Chapmanville. We'll see what they do here. I think you're out of Carrillo's range at the 15-yard line. That would make it he kicked a 34-yarder, so this would be a 32-yarder. You may see a no play and then try to draw them off sides again. Yeah. It should be 4th down. They have 3rd down on the field. It should be 4th down, but we'll see kind of what the issue is here. Is Cook drops back, swings it over there to Adkins, and he's going to step out at the 16-yard line. It's a wash if they call it a play there, Trey. Should be – they're going to call on the field goal unit here, so it was 3rd down on the field. It should have been a loss of down. Nevertheless, it will be a field goal attempt for Sebastian Carrillo from 33 yards away this time. Snap is down, kick is up, and it doesn't have the distance. Oh, it doinks off the crossbar. No good. As Carrillo just misses, as Seabass just misses that one. And that's a donk. You don't see those very often. But, man, able to get a stop, Trey, and they've got about 14 minutes to find some offense here, do the Billies. Again, we thank you guys for watching here on the D&D Sports Network. This LB&T Game of the Week here for you on the D&D Sports Network. As we've mentioned our sponsors for you. Again, if you're in the area, go see those guys and gals that help sponsor these games for us here on the D&D Sports Network. Follow them on Facebook. Give them a like. Shoot them a message. They'll appreciate it, as we do, as there's another penalty on the Billies. False start for man. They have just not been in sync here tonight, Trey.
Just a lot of mistakes. A little score update for you. Scott is just scored. It is 21-18.
21-18 Nitro with the lead over the Skyhawks. That would be one of the bigger upsets so far in the state of West Virginia. Crazy things happen in Week 11. Chapmanville lines up. Crowd the box. You're going to get another false start for the Billies. This will move them back 5 more yards. 1st and 20 now for Man, who continues to be out of sync offensively.
You know, not many plays this half, you know, come out here just so out of sync, you know.
Man's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. Step aside for a quick break. Back with more here on the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
Back here at Barker Stadium, James Barker and Trey Dalton with you as Chapmanville a 19-0 lead over Man. As play fake, they're going to throw it to Ward. He gets his 2nd touch of the game. Ward with it to the 20, out to about the 25-yard line, and Trey Ward, one of the more dangerous players in the southern part in the mountain area. He finally gets a catch. The only other touch he had was on a punt. As it's a gain of 15 on the play, 2nd and 5 for the Billies. As 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, if I'm Man, I'm trying to get it in his hands as much as possible here. So he could score very quickly, get you back in the game.
Move him to the top of the screen for you. They'll send a man in motion. That's base. Then they'll give it to him on the sweep. And he's met there. That's a big shot there. Eli Pridemore again. Kid's been everywhere tonight.
I feel like we said his name all night long.
What's typical for Chapmanville football this season and last? He's been a leading tackler back-to-back years for the Tigers. And was pretty close to doing that as a freshman as well. One of the best inside linebackers in the state. As a junior this year. 19-0, the Tigers lead. Send Basden in motion again. Play fake. They're going to look for Ward. They throw it up. Adkins is out there as well. It just falls incomplete. It's 4th and 3. And now you're in decision time if you're the Man Hillbillies. Are they going to go for it here late in the 3rd quarter, or are they going to send on the punt unit? And here comes the punt unit out. It's a big stop for Chapmanville if the punt unit kicks it away here. And if you're Chapmanville, you got to be ready for the fake. But, again, this Tiger defense has been impressive tonight. Snap is back. Kick from Mullins is away. As Topping, just gets away from it. He thought about trying to catch that one. It's going to land and roll to the 30-yard line. But Chapmanville will take over there with 47 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, Trey. And if you're Chapmanville, you really couldn't have asked for a better in the third quarter. You know? Yeah. Man has ran 5 offensive plays in this quarter. Chapmanville has held it the rest of the way. They have not punched it in, but they have gotten 2 points on the board from the safety as the Tigers with the ball again. High formation set for Chapmanville. Cook under center. They give it off to Topping. Topping moves forward to about the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. And that will probably do it for the third quarter of play. Chapmanville doesn't have to run another play, and they won't. They're going to take a 19-0 lead into the final frame of this one here from Barker Stadium. Fourth quarter on your way after this. You're watching the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care.
Back here at Barker Stadium, 2nd and 5 for the Chapmanville Tigers as they take a 19-0 lead into the fourth quarter, topping with the carry. Gains about 2 or 3 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 3 for Chapmanville as they are 12 minutes away from the county championship here in Logan County, West Virginia. And would move to 5 and 5 on the season with an outside shot at the Class AA playoffs. This has been an impressive game offensively and defensively for Chapmanville.
Got you another update. Nitro has just scored. It's 28-18 over Scott.
Oh, wow. So 10-point lead for the Nitro Wildcats at home against the Skyhawks. As they'll give it off the top. He's got some lane up the middle to the 40, to the 50. Gets tripped up there at midfield. And it's another first down for the Tigers. As a man player slow to get up back there, but he does. As Chapmanville just continues to run off tackle on this man defense. As I believe that's Jacob Maynard, slow to get up there for the Billies, the outside linebacker. May have got his hand stepped on, but nevertheless, Chapmanville in control of this one as they lead 19-0. Cook gets under center. 5 on the play clock. Now we'll give it off the topping. He's met there in the hole by Caleb Mullins on the tackle. It's a gain of about 3, so 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. And Topping slow to get up there as on the ground is Topping. We'll step aside for a break while they tend to him. Back with more here on this LB&T Game of the Week after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
Back here at Barker Stadium, Topping comes off under his own power, okay, as he'll get evaluated here by the medical staff for the Tigers as they're looking at his hip on the sideline. 19-0, Chapmanville leads. 10-20 on a moving clock here in the fourth quarter. James Barker, Trey Dalton with you here at Barker Stadium as this for the Logan County Championship. Cook under center. Going to give it off on a long handoff to Collins. Collins able to break one tackle, fights forward, and he has the first down, or at least close to it. It may have been a little premature there as Collins gets close to the sticks there at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. So it may be 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. We'll see the spot, and it will be 3rd down.
You know, man's defense has got to be tired, you know. Been on the field the whole second half.
They have.
You know.
It's a great point, Trey. Excellent. You're doing an excellent job tonight.
Thank you.
High formation again for Chapmanville. Cook gives it off to Collins over the left side, breaks a tackle, able to break a move. He breaks an ankle at about the 15-yard line as Jeremy Collins, Pearl Jam, even flow, moves forward into the red zone one more time for Chapmanville.
First down.
A little different feeling on the Chapmanville sideline and stands tonight than it was last week.
Absolutely.
Playing a little more confidence.
19-0, Chapmanville leads. Ball on the 11-yard line for the Tigers after Collins' big run. Cook just taking his time, milking that play clock. Well-coached game here for Chapmanville and Zach Belcher's ball club. Give to Collins one more time. He's met high, but he's able to break the tackle, still fighting for yardage, and he's down to about the 8-yard line, gain of 3 on the play.
About 3 on that one.
8:22 to go here on a moving clock in the fourth quarter. You could not script a better half for Chapmanville. Again, man has ran 5 offensive plays. 2, then the safety, and then 3 and a punt. And Chapmanville has held it the entire second half after those 5 plays. Cook winding that play clock down, still standing. Now we'll go under center with about 8 seconds on that play clock. Gives it off to Topping. Topping tries to get forward, maybe gets to the 5, and that's where he'll be tackled down. Good to see Topping back in the game after he took that shot. A gain of about 2 or 3 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 5 from, or I'm sorry, 3rd and 3 from about the 5. So Chapmanville can still get a first down inside the 2-yard line.
Topping back in the game, but Collins over here on the bench getting worked on as well.
Chapmanville now clock inside 7:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's snap this ball. It'll be inside 7 minutes to go in this game. Cook gives it to Topping. He's got a lane to the end zone. He walks it in. Touchdown, Tigers. What a game for this Tiger team. They'll have some momentum, whether they play next week or not. They'll have some momentum going into whatever season they go into.
Yeah, this is also build a little confidence for next year.
Yeah.
You know.
25-0, Chapmanville leads. 6:52 to go here in the fourth quarter of play as Sebastian Seabass Carrillo on for the point after attempt. Kick is up. It is through. 26-0. Chapmanville leads. Back with more on this LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
Back here at Barker Stadium, Chapmanville a 26-0 lead over county rival Man here in this Logan County Championship game. As Man defeated Logan and Chapmanville defeated Logan, so this makes it the county championship here in Logan County. Ward with the touch as he gets it. Now we'll move to the outside, gets to the 40. A flag flies, another flag flies. As Ward gets it out, and Ward is down. Ward is hurt. As that's not good news for the Billies. And the players were waving over to get some attention for Ward immediately. As he got twisted up there, we'll kind of see what Ward's injury is, but
it's something you never want to see.
No, you do not.
Want to see a kid go down like that.
Especially as quickly as the players were waving back over to try to get the medical attention there. I think they're looking at the lower body there of Ward. They really haven't done much movement there. As we missed the call there looking at Ward, but he's starting to move around a little bit. They're going to lift him up off the ground as Ward walking on under his own power there. That is very good to see. Not only just for that kid's health, but for Man moving forward. They're still going to play a playoff game next week. And right now, Trey Ward is one of the, again, we've talked about it all night, one of the better athletes here in the mountains as a sophomore. To Chapmanville, 26-0 lead. Man with the ball in the 32-yard line. The Tigers 6:44 away from this county championship. Again, we mentioned Trey, Chapmanville kind of leads this series since 2000 once these teams restarted that series after many years, a couple decades actually. Chapmanville leads the series since 2013 to 9, but this series has been dominated by Chapmanville since about 2006, 13-3. Tigers going to try to make it 14-3 tonight as they have been impressive so far tonight. Give off the side to, I believe that was Morgan on the carry, but Eli Pridemore again.
All over the place tonight.
He continues to impress night in and night out. A loss of 3 on the play. And Chapmanville has had the answer all night long. Man's biggest play of the game was that 15-yard pass to Ward in the third quarter.
Yep.
Since, you can count the first downs on one hand for the Billies tonight. As they'll play fake, swing it over there. I do believe, I don't know if they put Ward back in the game or not. It's generally the spot that he is in. We'll see if that is who made the catch. I believe that was 22. That was Mullins that made the catch over there for a gain of 2 on the play on the screen.
I think Chapmanville's done a very good job of limiting yards. The Man's getting 2 and 3 instead of 12 and 15.
Yeah. 5:22 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Chapmanville comfortably ahead, 26-0. We'll send player in motion. Ball on the ground, and they're going to flip it. The ball's still on the ground. It's picked up by Chapmanville. That's recovered by Caleb Burford, the junior for the Tigers. And again, Chapmanville, the ball has bounced their way all night long. And Man cannot be happy with the way they've played here tonight going into the playoffs next week.
thing I would tell, man, short memory.
Yeah.
You got the playoffs coming up. Just like Chapmanville done last week, throw away the game film.
Yeah, you would. If you would have watched both games last week, you would have thought the opposite emotionally in this game coming in. As man was on the high note, Chapmanville kind of feeling sorry for themselves, so to speak, but not tonight as Collins runs over the left side for a gain of about 3 on the play. I'm sorry, a gain of about 7 on the play, 2nd and 3. But Chapmanville has done an excellent job rallying the troops this week. They have played with energy and vigor as Pearl Jam, Jeremy Collins, limps off the field. But it's been all Chapmanville here tonight. Zach Belcher has to be proud of his ball club.
Can't pick up 7 on that carry.
First season head coach, going to finish 5-5 on the year with a relatively very young ball club. Easterling gives it off the topping, tries to get up inside, cannot, but it's a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play, so it'll be 3rd down for the Tigers, 4:22 to go here on a moving clock in the 4th quarter of play. Again, Chapmanville, a 26-0 lead. Again, we thank you guys for watching here on the D&D Sports Network, this LB&T Game of the Week. Again, thank our sponsors. You can see those on the scroll bar on the bottom of the screen, as well as the logos in the top left-hand corner. Again, thank your sponsors. Go like their Facebook page and appreciate their business as they're able to bring you this stuff. Easterling, fade pass, and it's caught. Touchdown, Austin Adkins on the fade route. Easterling to Adkins. Touchdown, Tigers. 32-0. And it has been all Tiger, Tiger, Tiger tonight in Tiger Town. That will cement it for Chapmanville. 3:52 mark here in the 4th quarter. Chapmanville 32-0 lead. Carrillo on for the extra point attempt to try to make it a 33-0 lead for Chapmanville. The kick is up. It's good, but we will have a flag on the play as you're going to get offside against the defense, so they'll have to re-kick it. Yeah, that play don't count in high school football. you got to kick it again. So 32-0, Chapmanville will lead as you're going to have to re-kick either from the spot. You can decline the penalty and take it again from the 3-yard line, or you can move it up to the 1. We'll see what Coach Belcher wants to do there. If you're going to kick it, I always declined it because my kicker was so used to kicking from the 10. They actually declined the penalty there, so we're going to keep it from the 3. The ball doesn't move, so we'll redo it one more time. Carrillo with a chance to make it 33-0 lead. He misses this one to the outside. So 32-0 in favor of the Tigers. Back with more football here on the D&D Sports Network and this LB&T Game of the Week right after this.
Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks!
Come down to Trailblazers Outfitters, located right off the 4-lane from Williamson, West Virginia, to hop on your new rental of side-by-sides, dirt bikes, or four-wheelers. They also have four-wheeler, dirt bike, and side-by-side repairs, along with accessories, tires, and stereo systems, and a large repair shop. Give them a call today at 859-953-0903 to get your new rental to enjoy the trails today.
Back here at Barker Stadium, James Barker and Trey Dalton with you as Chapmanville a 32-0 lead here in the fourth quarter. 3:52 to go in this one. It's been a game completely dominated by the Tigers. As Endicott fields it at about the 26-yard line, tries to run, gets to the 30, tackled there at about the 32. As tackle there as Noah Coombs with the tackle for the Tigers there.
You know, speaking on Chapmanville's defense, I believe they've tackled really well tonight.
They have.
In space. You know, a couple plays looked like man had the edge, and we've made some really good plays on the outside.
This has been a different Tiger team than what we saw even last week. They have played with a lot of confidence, as we've talked about, a lot of swagger, Trey, and very impressive. Sanders in the gun formation. Snap. He'll spin to the left, roll out to his left, looking down the field. Got a man open. Throws it there. That's 42, Lucas Haney, with the reception on the play. Is Haney able to make the catch? That's the biggest play of the game for the Billies, about a 30-yard gain on the play.
I think if you're man here, you try to get a little momentum going into next week. You know, have something positive to go about.
Yeah, they need. You know, they're not going to win this,
right?
But you need to see some good things happen. Get in the end zone and get some momentum, like you mentioned, Trey, going into next week. Sanders will spin there, looking down the field, throws it deep, and Topping able to intercept it. He's in the end zone. Is he going to try to bring it out? He is. Gets to the 10, to the 15, tripped up there at about the 20-yard line and forward to about the 25-yard line. Andrew Topping picks it off, and Chapmanville is going to end this one in style. Just when you thought man was going to get some momentum, Trey, and you just mentioned it, Topping with the interception, and man, oh man, have they struggled tonight.
No, it's been like that all night. You know, they'll have a positive play, and then it's been penalties and mishaps on offense. It's just a Tigers' night tonight.
32-0. Chapmanville leads Easterling in at quarterback again after his touchdown pass. They'll hand it off to the deep back this time, as I believe that's Austin Atkins, as he gets wrestled forward for a gain of about 1 on the play. And Chapmanville just trying to milk this clock.
Pickup of about 1 on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 9 now for the Tigers.
2:55 to go. Well, Mr. Dalton, your first foray into the broadcasting world. How do you feel like you've done?
I think I'm going to stick to coaching. I think I'm a little better at that.
I thought
some would say.
I think you have done fine.
But I appreciate you having me on.
It's been nice. As Atkins with the carry over the right side, as he'll fall forward, as Harrison lands on him late there for a gain of about 6 on the play for Adkins. And don't see any timeouts. So we get the Tug Valley Wellness Clinic Player of the Game at the conclusion of the fourth quarter. So I'll let you kind of stew on that. I think there's a lot of those that you could look at from the Chapmanville side tonight. It's really been a team effort for the most part. I don't think there's been one star for Chapmanville that's kind of stood out so far, as Atkins with the carry over the left side gets the first down to the 40-yard line. So he's tackled there by Gavin Bartram. 1:43 to go. The only guy that pops in my mind just how dominant he was on the defensive side of the ball was Eli Pridemore.
No, he dominant on defense, dominant on both sides of the ball tonight. You can make a case for a lot of guys, like you said.
1:20 to go. Chapmanville is going to win the county championship again this season, back-to-back for the first time since the 16-17 season. Is Cook in there and will take a knee with 1:04 to go. They'll have to do it one more time. One more time for the Tigers to finish this one out. Hey, hats off to Zach Belcher. I mean, that was an excellent adjustment this week. They lose big to Mingo last week, and his club came in ready to go tonight.
No, I think that says a lot about the coaching staff. I mean, you have a tough week last week. You know, have a lot of things have to fall in place for you to get you another game, and they still come out and competed and fought. You know, like you said earlier, beating a rival team, that's difficult.
We'll do it here tonight. Final score, Chapmanville 32, Man nothing. The Chapmanville Tigers are the Logan County champions once again this season. Trey and I are going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have your Tuck Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game here on this LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tuck Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
Back here at Barker Stadium, James Barker, Trey Dalton with you. Once again, your final score, it's Chapmanville 32, Man nothing. It's now time for your Tuck Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game. And Mr. Dalton, on your first broadcast, you get to make that choice. Tuck Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game.
I know some of the kids think, well, I give this to the team. You know, I think it was a big team effort. There's a couple names you could pick, but I think as a team, that's how you want to end your season if it does end today or tonight. To me, I think it's a big team effort. I think that the whole team should get player of the game.
Well, that will be your Tug Valley Wellness Clinic players, multiple players of the game. We'll try to get Coach Derek Miller here as Derek Miller, who's the PRO at Chapmanville, but he is a Man graduate. And I know that kind of is painful for him, but always in good sport is Officer Miller. Well, that'll do it here for us from Barker Stadium. Once again, your final score, it's Chapmanville 32, Man nothing. You've been listening and watching the LB&T Game of the Week right here on the D&D Sports Network.